Ron is running his finger there, down in the crack. He's pointing to some drops of blood in particular here. He's going to take a sample of one of these in a moment and put it into a canister. He's going to seal it. It's going to remain sealed. This case is going to be opened on October the 10th, 1996. Other samples have already been tested in 6 laboratories in Israel and in America before this, and I'll tell you the result of those tests in a moment. But now we're going to take out one of these pieces. There's going to be sterile water poured into it at blood temperature. And Richard, member of the team, is now going to put this under the microscope. You're going to see this blood on the screen. Red corpuscles plus somatids. Somatids are tiny little particles you'll see moving in between, which form 2 of the ingredients of blood, human blood. And there it is close up. This blood, friends, was tested at an Israeli laboratory and in several laboratories in America. And when Ron was invited into the laboratory, he asked the man, he said, well, is it animal blood or human blood? The man said, this is human blood. Where'd you get it from? He said, tell me more. And the man suddenly started going wild. He looked as though he was in a semi-panic. He said, tell me, what kind of blood is this? This is human blood, but it's different.
And then they called the boss over there, and they were talking Hebrew a mile a minute there for a little bit. And they looked at me and they said, Mr. Wyatt, this human blood only has 24 chromosomes in it. Everybody else has 46. You see, 23 from your mother, 23 from your father, 22 autosomes from your mother, 22 autosomes from your father. You get an X from your mother, you may get an X or a Y from your father, all right? This blood had 23 chromosomes from the mother's side, 1 Y chromosome only. You see, the child could not have developed if they hadn't had the autosomes from the mother. So all of his physical characteristics were determined by his mother's side of the family, her autosomes. His maleness was determined by this 1 Y that came from the source, not a human male. Then they said, this blood is alive. And then they said, whose blood is this? I said, it's the blood of your Messiah. And I assure you, those men's lives have changed.
This blood analysed in Jerusalem does not have 46 chromosomes. It has 23 chromosomes from a mother. It has a Y chromosome, which means it's male. But the laboratory man said this man had no earthly father. That was the laboratory analysis.